Hello. I'm James71, and this is Golem on PlayStation VR. It's been created by Highwire Games, published by Perk Games, and I'm going to be playing on PS4 Pro. Alright, thanks for joining the stream. So what I'm going to try and do in this video is go through basic gameplay loop of the game, because it's a bit of a roguelike. So I'll try and explain that as I go through. The screen I'm on now is sort of like a Golem setup screen.
Get to the car VR. Said Jimmy boy.
You alright? Cheers for joining.
Get to the car VR. Said Nasty Hobbitses. Bro Abdel. Said, what is the newest Beat Saber update?
The newest Beat Saber update is the Rocket League one. I haven't actually covered that yet. I mean to do that at some point. But anyway, back to Golem. So this is the sort of Golem selects screen. You get to choose your equipment. Now your equipment only lasts once, which is a bit of a shame. So the chunk of quartz is my. I think it's it seems to be your health and your power source. This is the only one I've got, so I can't actually change it on this one. So I'll just equip that. I don't have a mask on at the moment, and I don't think I've got any reserve. No masks. Now the masks are used almost like a key card to open gates that you see in the game. So if I find one of them, I'll see if I can go through that. So I can't equip that. An iron sword. So I've got an iron sword. Different weapons. I've got rusted sword, which is a bit useless.
Bro Abdel said. Bro Abdel says you're bro.
Okay. And so I'll pick the iron sword because that's the best weapon I've got. Wait for it to load this bit in. Right. As you can see, I'm sitting in bed. The main character you play in the game is called Twine, and she's a girl who is bedridden. For reasons I won't go into because it's explained in the story. I don't really want to spoil that in case you play that at some point. So you've got this magic sort of mind stone which connects you to the golem. This is me being all golemy. My big golem arm, my sword. The control system in this is a bit odd compared to usual games. You actually hold the trigger because you only play it with one move controller, which is again slightly weird. And if you lean forwards or backwards, it actually moves you in that direction. Similarly, if you turn your head left or right, it turns your body left and right, which is quite odd. But it takes a little while getting used to. And I tend to find with the tracking not being 100% on PlayStation VR, it's sometimes get a little bit of drift on the headset, and I have to keep resetting it. You see these orby things as well. These are like messages from the real world you can get sent, and you can sort of scan them with your tool. There you go.
Dreamstone links you to your golem, but it also links the golem to our workshop.
That's a little bit of advice you get given when you find them, and it has little story elements and things like that. Now, while you're in this world, you have to try and find treasure as well, because that's the whole purpose in the story. It's kind of the whole purpose for being in the golem, to find treasure and take it back. Now these are the gates that you need the masks to get through, which I don't have any, so I can't get actually through any of those gates. I'm just going to have a wander around and see if I can find anyone to fight. can find someone to fight, it's whether I can actually beat them or not. Here's one. Like this dude. Golem. They attack. You have to try and hold the sword to block. Oh, sideways. And if you block the last attack, you can have a go. But I'm too far away, so I need to get a bit closer. Oh, rubbish. Well, that went well. You killed me, Golem, straight away.
Get to the Copa VR. Said. What a hooligan. Just wandering the streets of Essex on a late Sunday day night looking for a fight.
I know, it's those golems. Troublemakers, the lot of them. Let's go back, no mask again. I've got a different iron sword, not as good as the last one. So yeah, as you use each item, it seems to get used to the number goes down. Head back out. Right, let's get the old mine stone in again. And that's the thing, once you die, you go back to the same space again. I think there's a few checkpoints.
Said. Perfect start face with stuck out tongue and winking eye.
Yeah, it's an excellent start. This is how most of my battles actually go. I can never get the hang of blocking with the sword. Quite a nice sword though. I just haven't quite got the position right for it, I think. I was trying it with the mace earlier, and I was doing a lot better with the mace. See if there's any treasure and pick up, because you can kind of scan round with your mind stone. Anything treasure-wise kind of sparkles a bit and you can pick it up. Nothing there, so I shall wander around and try this guy again. Could be an entire stream of me just trying to fight this guy over and over again. Right, come on, let's have you. Right, block that. Yay. So if you get a successful couple of blocks in, the last hit means you can do that, and I think I just smashed the microphone. Oh, actually. Oops, hold on. Hey, actually got one. I'm just going to pull the microphone back because I think I just launched it. There we go. Excuse all the noise while I move that back. Better.
Get to the Copa VR. Said. Had a perfect crotch shot open at the and you missed.
I know, I wasn't close enough.
Never missed THR crotch.
I know, I wasn't close enough to his crotch. If it's a lesson for life, it's make sure you're close to a golem's crotch. Alright, let's see what else we can find. You're right, GT. Didn't say hello before because I'd launched the microphone. I've moved the table, I'm sitting on a bit further back. That's the way it came, isn't it? Let's turn around. The whole click turning. It's kind of a strange combination of click turning and not click turning. You can turn around with just using your head, but you get VR sick, it's not a good idea. Keep spinning round, using your head. Oh, there's a sword. Grab that, the old scanny thing. So next time I come out with my golem, I can equip that sword. And out. Wander up this way. And that's kind of the main gameplay loop.
Holodrone. Said. Higher.
Alright, Holodrone, how's it going?
Said. Hi, I am speaking right now and my robot voice terrible. Robot voice.
Yeah. Although everyone sounds like a woman. Because that's just the automated voice I've got on and the speech to chat. Well, chat to speech. I had something over there. Wander around. Let's look down here. I have to keep resetting my position. Oh, what's that? Okay, that sounded quite golemy. Go check that in a minute. But can I scan that? Oh, I've got a stone. Okay, it's a bit weird. This is a story bit, I think. Where's this gone?
Get to the Copa VR. Said. If you see a golem, nut him. The drone. Said. Curious about this course of Marty. The teaser album he did was great.
Oh, the yeah. I've not done this bit before with the old doll thing. Can I move through there? No, I can't. I can't go under there either. Yeah, this doll thing I seem to be inhabiting at the moment with this little stone thing. The little tiny arms. It's kind of weird. I've got little tiny arms. It's like being a T-Rex. At the start, to learn the controls.
Said. The music is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, when you start the game, you actually use this little doll thing as to learn the controls and where you're going. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with the doll. Wow, there's a big column. Now, can I scan that? Can.
He said it lightly, like he was pointing out a face in the clouds. But I knew it was hard for him. He was taking a risk. We sat there for a while, not talking.
Okay, a bit of exposition there. Now, can I actually this Golem again with this? Grab him. No, okay. Go back to my Golem and see if I can get my Golem back. That dude looks huge. Go as fast as my little tiny doll legs will carry me. You back? Go through there? No. this way then. It's the only way I can head. Guess now I'm needing to do something with this this doll thing. Not entirely sure what. Can't go through there.
Holodrone said, "Force speed heat grew on me by the end of the 10-hour trial, but still disappointing."
Oh, need for speed. Yeah, still not tried that. I can go this way. Go down there. Okay. And there's another orb thingy. Scan that.
Then I took my dreamstone out of my pouch and gave it to him. I didn't say anything. I was afraid of what he might do.
That sounds like a euphemism.
He just nodded and put it away. And that was that.
I've got those two. Go down here. Oh, yeah. Oh. No, I can't go that way either. Gonna have to trash my golem and go back. A start to return to your golem. Ah, okay. Now it tells me. Oh, I see. Okay, so I get to pick up a couple of story items with that. I fight this big golem over here. Do I want to fight this big golem over here? Can I get in? No, I can only get through the other side. Okay, so let's wander around. Nothing to scan down there. Doll. There's a couple more orbs. I'll leave them for now. Back for them later. Okay, so Golem can't actually get around this bit. Turn around. Grab those story orbs. That isn't at all creepy. Okay. Quite an interesting mechanic now, I actually know what's going on with it.
The barrier is like a wall that goes around the whole city. It's higher than you can climb and deeper than you can dig.
Okay. More orbs down this way. Good view of the city. Would he scan that? Let's go back to Golem. Okay, let's go back this way. Through there? Nope. Yeah, He's not very impressed. Oh, there's another weapon. So I can go there and fight him. Can I grab that? Pick that up. Let's scan that from this. Give me Golem arm back. Okay, you're big. Oh, okay. You're a bit quick. Whoa. Wow, he was fast. And a bit more of a combo than I'm used to. Back to the old Golem screen. Any better power sources? No, start with that again. Still no mask. Iron halberd, I don't really want that. Go with my iron sword again. Like I was saying before, it's a bit of a roguelike in that you fight golems, get better gear, equip your better gear, and then fight better golems again. And we're back here again. And I think that's one of the main downsides I think of this game so far. It's if you get beaten, you get put back to that checkpoint. You've possibly got a few minutes of trudging around to get back to where you were before. Sometimes the blocking seems to be a little bit iffy at times. You think you've got the sword in place to block, and it just goes straight through. I know there's some attacks that golems do that you can't block. But even so, there's times when you think you've got it. And I think that, judging by reviews that people have given and other hints and tips, there's a knack to it. I've got to fight this guy again. There's a knack to it which I haven't got yet. Come on then. Yeah, I thought that was going to block. Get a bit closer. I think I'm not actually holding it out far enough. Back up a bit. There you again. Oh, got 3 hits on him. Bit of a combo. Oh, can't quite reach it. Right, so I need... And I'm dead again. So I'm thinking for those air shots from above, I need to hold the sword slightly over to the left a bit more. Just blocking more of those side ones. Sword's down to 2 now. Oh, let's try that guy again. This is a very nice slope anyway. Swords are meaty, aren't they? Got a big golem hand. The rings actually move around on them as well, which is quite cool. At least the first guy's pretty close. Try and hold it over a bit more. It's the next fight. Yeah, go on then. I've got the hit on that. All that out that way. It's still getting it through. Don't know why that's happening. Backed up in a bit. And that's going straight through again. No idea why. I'll hold it over a bit further. Oh, dead again. I'm sure there's an actor that I just don't have it yet. Where the hell is? What do we do with that?
John Harvey said, consider it replay value.
It depends if you enjoy doing the cars massive. If you enjoy doing the fighting, then yeah. But there is kind of a story to it. I guess once you complete the story, it depends how much you want to go back and do it again. I'm not that far into it, really. The game seems to there's a good few hours in there. I think a few people have beat it kind of around about 5 hours, and others have taken a bit longer, sort of like up to 8 or more. There's a decent bit of gameplay in here, but it is this very much this rinse and repeat. Find a golem, fight, improve your gear, go and find another golem, fight, and so on. And it's how much you enjoy that, I guess. The actual fight mechanics, if the blocks, I could get the knack of the blocks, fight mechanics are actually alright. Just doesn't seem to block when you expect it to. Alright, come on, let's see what you got with this. That's blocked, that's blocked, and that didn't block for some reason. I put a hit on in there. Got close enough to him.
John Harvey said, I've heard 6 to 10 hours. I think I'd like it for
Hey, actually killed one. Let's grab the first power source. He didn't have a mask or anything, did he? Don't get his sword. Have you sword? I've got a better sword for next time anyway. Can you open that? No, I'll open that. Okay, let's find the other guy again. Let's go about this way. Quite like the range on this. I can actually hit him from a bit further away. Oh, okay. He's key.
John Harvey said, the areas are beautiful.
Okay, doing a bit better with the halberd. It's bigger. Oh, I see. You have to try and get in to hit him before. Oh, he's legless. Boom. Albeit, it's quite cool. Like him. Alright, that's another sword I've picked up. Is there anything else I can have? There's another gem. That's a better one than the green I had. Oh, there's a mask as well. Take that mask. So that might get me through a door. There's another door. I didn't notice them before. I've only just noticed that there's loads of them around. Is that another mask over there? That just somewhere on the ground. That's a leaf. Stay around. Let's go through this way. As well as the golems, there's these other enemies that... Oh, crap myself then. There's these other enemies that turn up. Can I grab that? Okay, there's a... Get a bit closer. What are you? Piece of treasure. I believe there's 100 such pieces of treasure in the game, in the city that you can pick up.
Get to the Copal VR. Said. First play foremost will be 6 to 10 hours, but a lot of that time will be trial and error getting used to the game and dying.
Yeah, sounds about right. You finished it now, haven't you, Dan? Let's pick up that. Oh, couldn't quite reach it. There we go. Oh.
Most people don't even believe in dreams
Bro
anymore,
Abdel.
but that doesn't mean they're going to be happy to catch you building
Did you make a
golems and
video
moving a
about
dreamstone
the new
around.
Saber update?
Right. Right, there's these guys you fight as well. Chuck spears at you. And then they jump on you.
Get to the Copal VR. Said. Dude, I finished it. Great game. Just needs better movement.
Yeah, the movement takes a little while to get used to. I think the blocking
Get to the Copal VR.
needs a bit more consistency.
Haha, your bro Jimmy boy said earlier he hadn't yet.
Come on, bars. There we go. Yeah, still need to play the new Beat Saber update.
Get to the Copal VR. Said. The new tracks are cool if that is what you want to know, bro.
I play tons of Rocket League as well.
Bro Abdel. Said. I'm okay. John Harvey. Said. I'll enjoy replaying battles for sure.
Right, okay, this big dude's quite big. Ouch. Oh, I see. So they're an unblockable attack when they go like that, so you've got to hit them before they get you. That explains that then. Yeah, with that Beat Saber Rocket League pack, it was a shame that they didn't have some more of the original Rocket League ones. Because it kind of felt a bit more like... God, Gemstone, I'll tell that. It felt a bit more like just Monster Count Volume 2.
Get to the Copal VR. Said. Mastering combat in this is super fun and challenging.
It is quite tricky. I do like the combat, it's just trying to get the consistency of the blocks. And our old friend, the slope. Yeah, I've not played Beat Saber for a bit. I'll have to get back on it. Played a bit of Audica. That's quite good.
Get to the Copal VR. Said. No wiggle to victory with this one, ha ha.
No. I think I could actually do with the lightsabers from Beat Saber in this game. I might manage a bit better.
Get to the Copal VR. Said. I didn't find the blocking failed me at any point and any hits I took were my mistake.
Alright, come on, dude. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't block. Like this at the side. Come back. That hit me. To me, that looked like I should have blocked it. And that. And I don't know why. Unless I'm just not getting sword in the right place. Get that. But I'm wondering if there's a bit on the sword that blocks better than other bits. Come on, we're a bit closer. Floaty sword, okay, I'm gonna have to stand closer to it. Right, I picked it up. It's those blocks at the sides where it just seems to go clean through your block and you put the sword up before. I'm guessing there must be just a margin where you don't actually block it. Sit back again and restart that. I'm leaning so far forwards. Nope. Come on, jump down.
Get to the Copal VR. Said. Upload VR said the blocking was inconsistent, but it's all about the angle of your sword and how far from your body it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Think
it.
of it like if you held a sword right next to your body to block.
Because it's like that side one then. Just like.
John Harvey said. This just looks so humongous in VR. Get to the Copal VR. Said. Follow through from the attack would get you even if it was deflected slightly by your sword.
Oh, dead again. I've lost my mask. Sometimes I think the longer weapons seem easier to block with, like the mace and the halberd. Do with more checkpoints so you don't have to keep fighting the same dude over and over again. Visuals are nice, I'll give it that. The detail on the swords is pretty cool. I'm playing on PS4 Pro, so I don't know what the OG one's like, but it looks pretty nice. Those chains are slightly blurry, well that's not too bad. But yeah, the detail, even the distance, is pretty good. let's try this guy again and see where I'm going wrong. Yeah. Hold on. I got hit twice there. I'm holding it out. That's about as far out as I can hold it. That's the triple hit I got before. Ooh, just made that. Yeah, I think it needs a better indication of where you're going wrong on those sword hits. Because if there is a certain way that you need to do it, I think the game needs to do a better job of telling you what it is. Ouch.
John Larvey said, I got OG and it's beautiful.
It's that side one. Gets me every time. Let's try the mace. That noise in the background is the dog moving around. He was sat next to me and he's moved over to the other chair. Fortunately, he didn't get his foot caught in the cables and launch everything. Here we go, this time. Come on, fella. Oh. Sword up. Don't get that angry guy. See if we do any better with the mace. There's another wall thing up there. So grab that. Ah. No, not close enough. These guys. They do remind me of a sort of Covenant enemies from Halo. Obviously not massively surprising given the developers. Here we go. Alright, come on, let's have you. Lock. 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 Oh, that went okay. That didn't go too bad at all. Steps again. Need to recall the guy in here. Yeah, it's this big dude. Well, they're all big dudes, aren't they? The Golem. Oh, there's another orb down there. Have the orb. Get the orb before the Golem's going to hit me. There we go. Nope, he's going to come and get me. Set me in position and give it a go. Right, come on. Couldn't get close enough to him for that. Oh, missed his load. And a bit buffy at the back. Right, let's get in again. Oh, I'm dead.
John Harvey said, "This game is epic."
Leave the mask for now. Show me Iron Sword. Alright, I'll give it one more run through. Let's see how we go. Yeah, because I think it's the combat is a bit frustrating, you know, with not knowing why you haven't blocked stuff. I think the game needs to give you a better indication, or because you don't want it to be too easy. You know, you want some challenge in there, but you need that feedback. Alright, come on. Let's pick that up on his sword. guy. These guys first. A broken item and pick up? Yes, it is. Pulls me ever so slowly. There we go. Shame you can't stealth attack. Oh, that's me dead again. Right, I think I'm going to call it a night on that one. It's given a basic overview of the gameplay loop. It's the equip golem, go out, fight golems until you die or send yourself back to this workshop area, and then re-equip your weapons with new stuff that you've picked up, and keep going through like that, and follow the story elements of the game. Hopefully, I'm gonna keep plugging away and see if I get the hang of the combat a bit more, because when it works, it's pretty satisfying, the combat. It's just trying to get past the issues I get with the blocking. Other people have managed fine, so there must be a knack to it. I think the game could let you know what that is a bit easier. Anyway, I've been Jimster71. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video, a dislike if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And until then, bye for now.